Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Presley, and in this video today, I'm going to be giving you my review for Thor by Jason Aaron Complete Collection Volume 2, so let's get right into it. Right off the bat, if you haven't seen my review for Volume 1, that is going to be linked in the description down below. That book collected issues 1 through 18 of the Thor God of Thunder series, and this book collects issues 19 through 25 of that same series, and then the Thor from 2014, issues 1 through 8, the Thor Annual, issue number 1, and Thor's 1 through 4. Now, right off the bat, the ending of God of Thunder, issues 19 through 25, was really well done. There's a myriad of different artists in here kind of finishing out that little series. But yes, we get the introduction of Dario Agger, who is this really high CEO, and he's very, very powerful, very dangerous, and he has a little bit of a secret to him in terms of kind of who he is and what he can transform into. I don't want to spoil that, but he does pose a very viable threat to not only Earth, but Thor himself and a lot of the other people on Earth. I think he is a very good villain. He's very creepy. He's very annoying. He gets under your skin so easily. I really can't stand looking at him because he's just such a jerk. And I don't want to spoil how that little story wraps up, but that leads into the Original Sin book, which is why I had to review the Original Sin yesterday before reviewing this book. But yes, so the end of that story is really good. Original Sin was good. And then now we're moving into Thor from 2014. Now this one does involve Thor being unworthy of wielding Mjolnir now, and somebody else has taken up the mantle of Thor. I don't want to spoil who that is unless you know who it is already. Then feel free to speak about it down in the comments below. But I would not be talking about who is the new Thor. However, I think this story is amazing. I love it's split into two arcs. So the first arc kind of deals with this new Thor trying to learn the ropes of becoming Thor, being at odds with Thor and the people of Asgard because, hey, why is our son Thor not worthy of Mjolnir anymore? Who is this new Thor? What's up with her? And things like that. And then the second half of this arc involves Odin sending the destroyer down to Earth to try to get Mjolnir back from this new Thor. It's interesting. It's great. The artwork by Russell Dodderman is so good. I love it. His art is really growing on me, and I think it's great. It serves the story beautifully. I love the detail work in here. I love the shading. I love his line work. I think it's beautiful. I'm going to put some panels on screen now of what I'm talking about. Let me know in the comments down below if you love this style of artwork or if it's not really your thing. But yes, overall, this story was great. And then we move into the annual, which I also thought was cute. It was split into 3 stories: a future King Thor, the modern day unworthy Thor, and then the past young Thor. Thought it was fun. 3 different artists throughout, 3 different writers for those little stories. And it was just a cute little fun time. Nothing overly amazing, but it was still good. Now, the thing about the Volume 2 complete collection that really doesn't do it for me as much as Volume 1 is Thor's. So Thor's is 4 issues at the end of this book that really are involved in the aftermath of the Secret Wars event. Now, I will say I haven't read the Secret Wars event from 2015, so I don't entirely understand what happened in there in order to bring us to this time now. But in the Thor's book, issues 1 through 4, a bunch of new Thors have come along. Like Beta Ray Bill is here, Throg, Storm is now a Thor. There's a bunch of different versions of Odin's son, and they're all kind of clashing with one another. Some of them are working together as space cops. It's a little bit confusing, and they all serve Doctor Doom now. Something about the Secret War storyline where Doctor Doom becomes in control, I'm not entirely sure. But this little mini-series didn't do it for me because I was just a little bit lost on where we were. I thought some of it kind of was just okay. A lot of Thor talk between one another. Hey, you're unworthy, Thor. No, you, Thor. Like, it just didn't do it for me. I didn't hate it, but it definitely was a step down from the previous 2 series in this book. And I think had this been excluded, I think I would have liked the book even more. But I'm not going to fault the book at all for that because, again, it's my fault for not understanding where this takes place in the timeline of Thor. And obviously they have to include it in here because Jason Aaron did write it. So overall, I'm not going to say it was bad. Just for me, it was the weakest part of the book. It didn't make the quality of the book worse, however. I still gave the book a 5 stars out of 5. Absolutely adored it. I thought it was swift. I got through it really quickly, but I still enjoyed every single page that I was flipping through. Great time. If you have read this book already, please let me know in the comments down below. And if you haven't read it already, this and Volume 1, absolutely fantastic. The next book on my agenda is Volume 3. I'm going to be reading that over the weekend so that by the time you guys see me next over the weekend, I'll have read it and reviewed it for you. But yes, thank you very much for watching. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We're on our way to 500 subscribers, so if you could please smash that subscribe button if you haven't already. Thank you so very much, and I'll see you guys later.